So then, lap 1000 of the season is our first lap here today, and it's lights out and away we go, and Vettel gets away very well indeed. Lewis Hamilton hot on his tail, and Max Verstappen tries to cover him off. Valtteri Bottas, that's Kimi Räikkönen for company. Verstappen breaks the toe, and now he's going wheel to wheel with Vettel. Hamilton's coming up on the outside as well. Vettel into turn one, Verstappen round the outside, Hamilton in third place. Verstappen and Vettel touch once again, but this time Vettel picks up a little bit of damage as his front wing there touches Verstappen, and there's more carbon fibre on the track.
Yes, it's an awful start for Vettel. He's got a lot of damage already. Will he have damaged the right rear tyre of Max Verstappen?
Valtteri Bottas in a second, and Hamilton's got problems. Hamilton's got a puncture on his right rear tyre. Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel coming together. This is an awful start for Lewis Hamilton, who's going to have to now try and limp back to the pits. There's Stoffel Van Dorn overtaking him in the McLaren of the South, and then in Marcus Ericsson.
It's a very short lap.
I've got a flat tyre, guys, flat tyre.
Copy, Lewis. So box.
It's a very short lap, so it's less pain than normal. He's got getting back, but of course he'll be way out the back of the field as well. It seems as if Max Verstappen's tyre withstood the impact, but Hamilton's tyre didn't.
Yeah, for Vettel and Hamilton coming together. Vettel hit Hamilton. That's what caused the puncture. Verstappen's out of the lead from Valtteri Bottas, from Sebastian Vettel, and after that comes Esteban Ocon with a good start. Hamilton is way down now towards the back of the grid, and Vettel is coming in for a nose change, as you can see, because of the damage to the front left part of his front wing.
Remember, Vettel needs 2 victories and a second place to keep his championship hopes alive.
So Sebastian Vettel, his championship challenge, has taken an awful battering. Lewis Hamilton, his race has taken an awful battering, but in the terms of the championship, it is still advantage Hamilton.
But with the low degradation of these tyres today, he might well be able to run to the end, but what are they looking at? It's a long stop, they're looking at something else.
It's at the front they were looking at, on the front right of either the wheel or the car itself.
He only just beat the medical car back to the pits. That's how long it took him.
Now, did he pick up damage, Martin, with that flat tyre, limping around to try and get back to the pits? That's what the Mercedes mechanics would have been looking for there. So Sebastian Vettel is back out in 19th place. Hamilton is back out in 20th place. What drama we've had on the first lap here in Mexico. Daniel Ricciardo, just noticed there, hot on the heels of Lance Stroll, is already up into 9th place. Excellent start for him. His teammate Max Verstappen leads this race by 2 seconds from Valtteri Bottas. And third at the moment, Esteban Ocon, ahead of Nico Hülkenberg, Sergio Perez, Felipe Massa and Kimi Räikkönen, Kevin Magnussen in the top 10.
Carlos Sainz has dropped back for Renault, and he's in the pits. Sainz pits.
He was behind his teammate Nico Hülkenberg. Whether they got a bit close together, we'll see in a moment as well. And there you can see Daniel Ricciardo ahead of Lance Stroll from 16th on the grid. And then there's the first clip, Verstappen and Vettel, and this is the big impact between Hamilton and Vettel that you can almost feel riding on board with Hamilton there, and instantly Raikkonen's passed him, and Bottas has passed him, and the rest of the pack.
It looked to me as if Verstappen might have had a touch with Hamilton too.
Simply lovely. Oh, simply great.
And coming into the pits now, is this Daniel Ricciardo?
Yes.
What's happened to Daniel Ricciardo, I would imagine. Imagine this is a scheduled pit stop, unless Red Bull think that they can get him to the end of the race. No, this is not a scheduled pit stop at all. And after some excellent overtaking in the early part of this race, Ricciardo becomes the first retirement, it looks like. Martin, I looked at the bookmakers' odds ahead of this race. It was 9-4, 2.25 to 1 to win this race. I wanted to win. And there goes Vettel, under braking, round the corner with Felipe Massa. Now he's gone off the track, so and he's gone ahead.
Handed straight back.
Because he was kind of forced that way by Felipe Massa. He wasn't ahead of Felipe Massa. He is now ahead of Felipe Massa. And whilst the stewards are looking at Alonso and Grosjean for leaving the track and gaining an advantage, I dare say they're going to want to look at that one as well.
So, here we go then. Hamilton's about to get the blue flags. And Raikkonen is flying. Now that the Force India's out of his road, he's absolutely flying.
It's crazy to be fighting for this position. He's smart as let me go and follow me.
He has had the first waved blue flag as well for the race leader, Max Verstappen. Now, if he's sensible enough here, he'll let Verstappen go. Let Verstappen get up to the back of Sainz and then see if he can overtake Sainz when he has to get out of the way of the race leader. Oh, and that's the Renault of Nico Hülkenberg. He's out of this race very suddenly indeed. Hülkenberg has pulled over to the right-hand side of the racetrack and is getting out of his Renault. And this is another retirement for Nico Hülkenberg, who's going through an absolute dreadful run now of 4 retirements in his last 5 races. Perez on Magnussen now. Perez down the inside on Kevin Magnussen. This could get a bit tasty. The crowd go wild as Sergio Perez gets past Kevin Magnussen and moves up into 6th place. Felipe Massa on the soft compound tyre would be like to pick off a little bit of scraps here. Romain Grosjean, Pierre Gasly, and then Felipe Massa. Look how dusty it is offline. Gasly's going to go for this. Pulls out alongside Romain Grosjean. Pierre Gasly makes his move on Romain Grosjean. That was very nice indeed. Grosjean comes back to fight a little bit more. That could get Massa even further interested. There was no touch between Gasly and Grosjean, but there wasn't much width between them. And now on board with Massa, down to the next braking zone and heavy braking zone. He's going down the inside on Romain Grosjean. He's already had a great battle here with Sebastian Vettel. On this occasion, Massa not forcing the other driver off the track. But what is going on ahead?
Somebody's smoking in the last 3
and
corners.
it is the Toro Rosso of Brendan Hartley.
Ricciardo taking a safe place, stop the car.
Oh dear, and there's flames coming from the back of Brendan Hartley's motor. This has been the worst weekend possible for teams running Renault engines. So we can see Sebastian Vettel's getting close, but not quite close enough. And you get a really good exit out of turn 2. Put some pressure here on Sergio Perez down towards the next heavy braking zone. He's close enough. Is he going to go from that far back? Yes, he is. Down the inside goes Vettel, locks up, goes wide, stays on the track. Nice move from Sebastian Vettel to get past Sergio Perez and up into 6th place.
Well, nothing to lose now, has he? So Vettel, he knows where he needs to be in the race. So Senna up the inside. He's right up there with Daniel Ricciardo, actually, isn't he, as well? So wait to see where Hamilton is.
Here goes Hamilton on Massa, trying to go around the outside. Massa's not made that easy for him at all. Hamilton still manages it. And Lewis Hamilton is now up into the points. It's the top 10 for Hamilton. He was plumb last at the end of lap 1, and he now scores a solitary point. So that streak of consecutive points finishes will continue onwards.
I think Lewis is getting the hurry up now. He'll see in his mirrors some other cars coming. He's got to get this move done.
No, Alonso went to defend there. He's forced Hamilton round the outside, and they're going wheel to wheel. Hamilton really does have to yield there to Fernando Alonso, because the last thing he wants is a second puncture in this race, and Alonso was mightily close to it. Now with DRS, and Alonso's got his DRS open as well. Can he have a go round the outside into turn 4? No. Alonso with some great defending, positioning his car perfect.
It is McLaren in the wide world.
Here goes Hamilton trying again, and he's going to try around the outside again. Heavy braking into turn 1, and this time Fernando Alonso and Hamilton do touch, and there was damage to one of the cars, and I think it was from the right-hand side of Hamilton's Mercedes. Alonso forcing him round the outside, not making it easy at all. But now Hamilton with DRS goes down towards turn 4, gets ahead of Fernando Alonso, and Alonso fights back. Hamilton is forced wide, now has the inside line, didn't leave the track fully. That's great driving from Lewis Hamilton, great defending from Fernando Alonso. What a show those two have put on for 9th place. Hamilton up into 9th, and Alonso still fighting back at him. Max Verstappen out in front, another superlative drive from this young Dutchman. Hamilton himself says he's excited about many more battles to come in the future. We're excited about that as well. And on a day where he started on the front row, Max Verstappen, from the disappointment of Austin, has come to Mexico City 7 days later and has really made it count. It is a 3rd win in Formula 1 for the Dutchman. Max Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix for Red Bull. It is another victory. It is another superb drive for Max Verstappen. Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen will come home to take the final podium spots. Hamilton in a minute will be crowned a world champion, Martin. And from the council estate in Stevenage to the luxury apartments in Monaco, he has very much made his mark in this sport and deserves each one of the 4 titles.
Having a look at P8, but he doesn't really need to. The's nowhere to overtake in this stadium section anyway, but it's good enough. He's done enough today.
Spare a thought for Sebastian Vettel, whose championship challenge has seen him top the table for the majority of this season, but since the summer break, Hamilton has been formidable. He has been the force, and he crosses the line now to become the four-time world champion. Lewis Hamilton does it in 2017, and he can scarcely believe what has happened for this season. It has been magnificent, maybe not this afternoon, but certainly over the course of the campaign, and very definitely since the summer break. Hamilton is world champion in 2017. And on the day that Lewis Hamilton is crowned the world champion, will we see Max Verstappen winning titles, many more races, and taking the battle to him in the future? Mexico has decided the title, and it has stamped Max Verstappen's authority on Formula One as well.